ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वम् यो वै वेदांश्च प्रणोति तस्मै बुधात्मने। सर्वतन्त्र स्वतन्त्राय सदात्माद्वैतवेदिने श्रीमते शंकरार्याय वेदांत गुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण इहाचार्य रूपेण यतीनामुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिं। मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेव यतीश्वरैः रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य संग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते। बालानामुपकाराय मम विज्ञानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्णः सन्निहितो भवेत्। एवं आकाशवन्निर्मले चैतन्य वस्तुनि मिथ्याभूत प्रपंच कल्पनम अध्यारोपः. So that what is not the consciousness is experienced in the consciousness alone, which means where it is not, it is experienced. And hence, Akashavan Nirmale Chaitanya Vastuni, to understand this prapancha as mithya bhuta. What is the nature of this prapancha? It is only an appearance. And we are still one, we in the sense, one still sees this prapancha, this world. What do you mean by superimposition? This is your final definition over here. Akashavan nirmale. How is the Akasha? Akasha means the space. Buildings may be built, empires may be built, and those empires also may reduce to dust. The elements does not make any difference to the space. Okay, buildings can be built, and when the buildings are built, you are going to say this is the room space, matha akash. You go to purchase a house, you are going to ask how many square feet is the area. So how many square feet of that space you are going to purchase and sell, and that is the area in which you live. So now Akasha you see, the space you see, and you also are able to transact with the space by drawing borders, whether these are your personal property or national border or the state borders, etc., latitude, longitude, and also you can draw all these things. But does this space really gets divided is our question. Does anything really happens to the space, even if you call it as the Mathakasha and Mahakasha, by, uh, by anything other than the space? Like that, Atma is there, consciousness, knowledge is there, and anything other than the consciousness, what is that? The inert, jada. That what is jada, inert, is also seen in the consciousness only. And now once it is seen, that how is this prapancha seen? We do not want to talk to you about prapancha. We want to tell that Brahma is Satyam. What is our Siddhanta? That Paramatma is Satyam. When we say Paramatma is Satyam, then when not only Paramatma is Satyam, we say Paramatma alone is Satyam. Paramatma alone is Satya. Then, when this sentence is spoken, you come up with a question as what about this world? Shashashranga, horn of a rabbit. Can you associate existence with it and say is or is not? The pot is the, and you break the pot, then you can say pot is not. So can you associate is not with that Vandya, Putra or Shashashringa? Nothing like that. So that what is absolutely asat. There is yet another word for that. It is called as alikam. You can note it down. Even the Buddhists use this word alikam. Alikam. Totally asat. So that what is absolutely asat can never be associated with ease. But so that's why Ghatas Sun, Patas Sun, Sun means Sat, 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 ease, what you're saying. Okay? That's why don't you ever say that, hey, the prapancha is not your imagination. Enter into the room and then I'm going to imagine a snake and then I'm going to get scared and I will go into a panic mode. Is that what happens? That is why you start sweating and palpitating and shouting and falling. Mithya bhuta prapancha kalpanam adhyaropaha. Okay, so let us go back to that page where he started telling Tatra adhyaropo nama, page number 3 in the physical copy. Vastu ashyana agataha. तदश्यानम एव अविद्या तमो मोहो मूल प्रकृति प्रधानम गुण साम्यम अव्यक्तम माया इति च उच्यते. I hope everybody has books in their hands. Why? Because now you need to know where did we begin and how have we proceeded. So we started explaining what is different things. Adhyaropa means superimposition. Apavada means desuperimposition of its own, but it borrows the existence from the rope and makes itself appear as real, like in the same way this entire bunch of all the names and forms real. And therefore, when you look at this world, then your question is Parameshwara as real as this world? What do you ask? Is God real like this cup on my table, like this book on my table? Is Parameshwara as real as this? And we are going to say reality, orders of reality. When you are saying the cup or the table, you are saying that the cup is real. The cup is real because of the clay. Hey, I don't know if these people do it in modern places or not. In our olden days, this is what was the fate of the old clothes. They would cut them and use them to wipe the floors and things like that. Uh, whether it is called as a shirt or whether it is called as a rag, is not it still a cloth uniform? But you want to use it to clean your furniture in the floor, you call it a rag. Give it any name. But the fact about it does not change, is that it is a cloth. Therefore, all these divisions, etc., the whole world of all names and forms, good person, bad person, my family member, my relative, so and so forth, and he is not mine, I like him, I hate him, so and so forth. What is all this? I have a desire. Then what will be your next question? What? You want a car, you want food, you want water, you want a cup of coffee. What is it? With knowledge, you require the vishaya regarding what? So also when you are going to say ignorance, then you will have to qualify ignorance about what, sir? And we are going to say this is the root, this is the causal ignorance, the root ignorance, mula vidya. They are rolled into balls. So now you don't call it, then you roll it flat. Similarly, this Ashyanam only is called with different names, nothing else. Some people many years ago had gone to their ashram and they said, "Hey, what is this Maya Brahma, and all these things? You people are just wasting time. This is 21st century." I asked them, 21st century, but you're still eating by mouth only, na? Huh? Or you started consuming food through some other Navadvaras. What are you saying? Just because it's 21st century means what? You can do anything with anything. But this is the only way. This is how liberation is attained. Method. Got it? So now, what is Adhyaropa? What is the first definition in the beginning of the book? Please read it after me. You can switch your mics on. कारणव्यतिरेकेण कार्यं नास्ति इति बोधेन Shuktikayam. So now Brahman, Paramatma is presented to us as the Prapancha Karanam. Okay. How Parameshwara becomes the Prapancha Karanam? Because Parameshwara is involved everywhere. Like the Karanam is involved in the Karyam. Okay. How is Parameshwara involved everywhere? Because Parameshwara is the substratum of Ashyanam. This Ajnanam does not have any other place other than consciousness. And therefore, Karanam, Parameshwara is presented to you as Karan. The next step is that the Shruti says, Karana Vyatirek. Shruti means the sense, it is now understanding drawn from the Shruti. This is not a direct Shruti. Karana Vyatirekena Karyam Nasti. What happens to the Karyam? Karyam is nothing but the Karanam. Then when you say this is the house built from bricks and cement and stone, and wood and all that. So have the bricks, cement, stone undergone any modification? Has the stone become anything else? No. So what do you call this house and the bricks and all this as Karanam? Because it is two or more things coming together to make a something new, then you call it as the Arambhavad. So there is an explanation about the world as Parinamavad or Arambhavad. And then the third thing is that Rajju is also called as the Karanam for the Sarpa. Correct? Rajju is also the Karanam for the Sarpa. So nothing can exist apart from its Karanam. Okay, then you say take away all the bricks, take away all the cement, take away all the wood. No, sir. Therefore, take that sarpa. No, therefore, take the rope. Oh, giving up of sarpa is only giving up the idea that there is anything other than the exactly. Sarpavacha Brahmani Prapancho Nasti. Now, what do you understand? That Brahmani prapancho nasti. Ah, that this prapancha is in Paramatma. By saying prapancha is in Paramatma, what is exactly meant is Brahmani prapancho nasti. This is what is the real meaning. Nishedha. When your buddhi is able to reach this nishedha, that itself is called as apavad. This is called as apavad. So go in three steps and then Brahmani prapancho nasti. This firm understanding, this negation is itself called as apavad, the superimposition. Yama samaya yana vidyate sa avidya. Now he takes you on a nice thing because yama samaya, that which is not. So yama samaya, that which is not, is only called as Maya. Yana vidyate, that which does not exist, vidyaman nahi hai, and is therefore called as avidya. Therefore, whether you call that ignorance as Maya or you call as avidya, iti vyutpatya, by this vyutpatti to mayayaha kalpitatvam siddham. Through this vyutpatti, even through this. So, yaha, he who Brahma vyatirekena kimapi nasti. Now, this is also, you can divide this, his example, his experience of the jnani, of the enlightened one, in two. Brahma vitirekena kimapi nasti. Other than Paramatma, nothing is. And therefore, for him, whether it is the trees and animals, plants and insects, human beings and everything is nothing but Parameshwara alone with different, in these different forms. And those forms also are because of Upadhi. So Brahma Vyatirekena Kimapi Nasti, other than Parameshwara, nothing is. Tad Brahma Ahamev, and that Brahman is what I am. Iti Vicharya, thus he who has inquired, made an inquiry, a thorough inquiry, Janati, and therefore he knows that Ahameva Brahma is called as Jivan Mukta iti Vedanta Siddhanta. This is the final teaching, conclusive, understanding, conclusive. Antaha. Okay, this is it. Iti Prathama Varnakam. Thus we complete the first chapter of Laghuvasudeva Mananam. All right, friends. So we can stop over here and take to the second chapter from the next session. Now, as I had told you, that this first chapter, Mahadev, Mahadev, Mahadev. Thank you all. Thank you very much.